Hi. So I thought I'd give you a live demonstration as to how I use tarot cards. I started using tarot cards around a year ago when I started my self-growth journey, and I found them extremely useful when setting daily intentions because the decks that I work with, they're very visual. There's always a lot that you can pick from the images, and your eyes would genuinely guide you to parts of the cards so that you can focus and start to understand how that card is relevant to you today, because all change happens in the present moment. So let's shuffle and see what comes out first. Sometimes you're going to get one card, sometimes you're going to get more cards. And the more you get to learn the different meanings, the different energies associated with cards, the more you're going to be able to understand the message from the visual side. So this is the Hierophant, which is number 5. 5 is the number of change. It's also a number of creativity and communication in some way. But the Hierophant is the card of ascension, of spiritual growth, of spiritual connection. So this card, if you get this card throughout your daily intention setting, it might be a call for you to do more of meditation today, do more of self-reflection, call back your energy, and maybe spend some time in solitude, in gathering your thoughts and exploring ideas. This card might also signify that you are reaching a new peak in your spiritual growth journey. So when I get a card, I like to follow up with another deck, or the same deck, another card. But this is the oracle cards, and they have words on them that kind of help as well. So you have your traditional tarot cards. They match the 4 signs, the 4 elements: air, fire, water, and earth. But the oracle cards kind of work to advance your connection with the natural world. So the next card that we got was love. And now that you have 2 cards, you can start to put the pieces together. And what's really interesting and beautiful about this is that you have the same color scheme as well. So pink is traditionally connected to the inner child. So this could be a call for you to spend some time with your inner child and strengthen that connection, because we often tend to aspire to connect with our higher self in a way, in an attempt to not be dragged back to our lower self. But somewhere in between, there is our inner child. And when we connect with our inner child, we're able to channel that joy, channel that passion. So love here could be an invitation for you to practice self-love. It could be an invitation for you to think of love in a way that is a little bit more expanded. So higher love, uplifting love, not the kind of love that creates codependencies, not the kind of love that restricts your freedom, but the kind of love that liberates you, that expands you, that creates communities. You know, when you think about how communities are started, they are started because somebody has a love, somebody's leading with love, somebody's passionate about the change. And so when you get the Hierophant, which is very spiritual kind of advancement, spiritual perspective, and then you have love, this is a call for you to keep expanding your heart, because the more you expand your heart, the more you allow yourself to lead with love, the more you open your heart to receive love, and the more you ascend spiritually. And now is the time for a third card to see if we can clarify this message even further. And naturally, there's no limit to the cards you can take out from the tarot decks, the oracle decks. You can create your own decks. You can write your own post-it notes and draw out messages daily. The point of it all is to come back to yourself, and whatever message you see, whatever message that comes into your consciousness, apply it, change your life. That is the purpose of growth, of self-growth, because the only change that we can apply on earth is to change ourselves. And the more we change ourselves, the more our reach into the world is going to broaden. This is the most beautiful spread I could have be given to record this message, because you have the ascension, the higher levels of spirituality. You have love, which is kind of the key to ascending even higher, leading with the heart, leading with love, the higher love. And then the dove is the spirit of peace, it's the spirit of purity, it's the spirit of love. So the dove is usually the messenger of peace. So when you have biblical stories, when you have these stories on the big screen, they all portray peace and unity with the dove. The dove appears as that symbol of liberation. So the more you ascend spiritually, the more you lead your life with love, the more you make room in your heart for love. And naturally, you also allow yourself to experience that love, because life is not just about giving and giving and giving and giving. It's also about accepting and receiving and allowing yourself to be showered with the love that exists. Because if you're an empath, you might have spent a lot of your conscious years giving love and creating opportunities for others and sharing that joy with others without actually receiving equal amounts. And sometimes that is the lesson in life, that you need to take a step back and allow yourself to receive, because you are worthy of love. And sometimes the self-growth lesson that you're going to get as you're setting your daily intention, as you're journaling, is you have already done a lot of inner work. You have already ascended to the point where you are able to accept that love. You have already changed your belief system to know that you are worthy of experiencing the success that you crave, that you desire. And now all that you need to do is just remain in a state of peace, remain in a state of gratitude, because that's all you can do at the end of the day. Be grateful for the progress that you've made. And even at the start of the day, if you're journaling at the start of your day, say 5 things, list 5 things that you're grateful for. What better way to start the day to be reminded that it's amazing to be alive every single day, because we take that for granted as well. We wake up and we start to think about what's not there instead of focusing on what actually is there. And the dove spirit reminds you to remain in a state of peace, in a state of calm, because things are never going to be perfect. You are never going to be perfect. There's always going to be more work to do. We're all works in progress. But when we choose to operate in a state of love, when we choose to remain in a state of love, we inspire other people to take that ascension journey with us, even if they are just on the first step and we're on the 20th step. The more we lead by example, the more we are creating change, and it is impacting the people that we care about, that we love, but also strangers that are admiring us from afar, because it takes strength to remain in a state of peace, in a state of love, in a state of joy when the world around you is kind of falling apart. So I am proud of you. Keep choosing to lead with love. Love is the answer. Hope you found this useful. And if you want to book a personalized message, go to my website. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me or you can leave a comment. And if you want to learn more about tarot, check out the 7 self-growth journals I created to help you get started. Now, if you have a tarot deck at home, an oracle deck, or you can use an online generator to pick a random card, go and take one card after you've watched this video and write a comment, leave a comment with what's that first card that you got after seeing this message. Looking forward to seeing your responses. Thank you for watching.